It's a beautiful day, so I'm transplanting some of these tomato seedlings, and there's some that I've already done. I've moved a bunch inside, and I'll just show you a few things. So you might be thinking, like for me, I have all these, I have loads of pots. So it doesn't make sense for me to go through my recycling too much for makeshift plant pots, but this is what I used to do all the time, and now not so much. I would recommend you bleach your pots with, I've mentioned before, I've showed how to do a 10% bleach solution, so just water with 10% of that bleach, and you just sit on the deck on a beautiful day and wash pots, and I rinse them. I don't know if you really have to, because the chlorine would go off into the air. And I definitely recommend doing it outside because of the fumes. But besides that, I mean, my pots will last forever, a long time. I have them stashed away, like they break down in sunlight, plastic. So just don't store them in sunlight. And put them, like I have them back in the shade. They're in a place where it doesn't matter at all. They're not in my way, and they store there really well. So anyway, now I wanted to mention a few things. So when you're using these, put holes in the bottom so that the water can, so you don't end up giving your plants too much water. Like I don't necessarily need to do that anymore, because I've cared for plants for so long that I can tell how much to give them. There are very few mistakes where I go, oops, I gave him way too much. So anyway, yeah, oh, and you want to remember to put your, like I don't buy new potting mix every year. I use peat moss mixed with compost, and that I make myself, and I just put that in a baking tray in the oven, and just, well, my oven is warm anyway, so I don't even need to really turn it on to do it, but just on a low heat, and that'll clean things up, so you don't have to worry about disease transmission and stuff like that if you do that. And that way you don't have to, like, I've read so many things about, oh, compost your potting mix, and it's like, why? Just stick it in the oven. The compost pile, yeah, that'll warm it up and do the same thing, but anyway, do what you want. So what else was I going to mention? Oh, this is why I use the wave petunia pots up here, because I wanted to mention this one time, like I'd buy, as you can see, wave petunias in pots, and so I thought, these are great plants. If you've never grown them, one plant covers so much area, it's so worth it. But anyway, what I was going to say is, one year I decided to get purple wave petunia seeds, and they were so expensive. I think I got 5 seeds for $5. I opened up the package, I was shocked. And I mean, you can buy, if you look for good sales, you can buy a plant, already a plant in a pot, for very little more than that. And they're actually hard to grow from seed. They're a pain in the butt. The seeds are tiny, and things can go wrong easily when you have tiny plants and you're working with them for so long. It's a pain. So I would definitely recommend buying your purple wave petunias, or pink waves, or whatever you're getting, already in pots, honestly. Even if you're really into gardening and whatever, there are other things you would rather grow than these. You can find these at almost every garden center, and they're not that expensive. So honestly, anyway, that's all I really. Oh, also, when you put your tomato, like you saw, I had a spoon in the. That's all I use. A little spoon, and I make a little hole, and I put the tomato in, and I just cover them up to around the same level that it was already in. Although with tomatoes, they forgive you. If you plant them too deep, they're like, okay. But other plants, you have to be more careful about that to put the soil level the same. Anyway, and then once you are done transplanting them, you water them in. And I like to water them in out here first and then move, because they're just little pots. They're not heavy for me to pack, and I can let them drain out here a bit and then put them in. Yeah, and because you have holes in the bottoms of your pots, remember to put some sort of a tray underneath. And I would recommend the croissant containers from Costco that end up at the Salvation Army Furniture Depot for free. So you can go get a free package of croissants from the Furniture Depot and have some good company and complimentary coffee if you like it there. And then you get a container to put underneath your seedlings. So all is great.